Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Connor Reynolds, and this is their Nerdic Gods podcast, episode 127. Joining me, as always, Daniel Navarrete.
What's up, gamers? I have a serious question.
Serious Black?
See how serious this is.
I need to I don't understand this, and I need you to tell me what's up. Why is the slang term for a hot dog a glizzy?
No, a glizzy is a brand of hot dogs that you can buy.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, so people just call it glizzy.
Okay. Did
Go
not
get yourself a
understand. I hear people talk about glizzies all the time, and I'm like, I know it's a hot dog. I didn't know it was a brand of hot dog.
It's a brand of hot dogs, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
now I understand.
I'm pretty sure. Now I'm questioning myself.
I didn't think it was.
Brand of hot dogs.
I thought it was
a
slang
I've seen
term for a hot dog.
glizzies. No,
Okay.
They call it glizzies for a reason.
Very gross name for a hot dog, I just want to say.
Also joining us, the man that has no idea what we're talking about, Steven Sims.
Google is my friend. How are you? I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
Are you Googling glizzies?
I'm trying to find glizzy. Yes, I am trying to find glizzy. I'm, this podcast, come on, you learn something.
Yeah, glizzies, third thing. I saw a video last night that's been really bothering me. It was of a crocodile or an alligator, and it bit an electric eel, and the electric eel killed it by electrocuting it. And that's been just stuck in my head ever since I watched that. I don't know why.
I'm sure the eel died too.
Yeah, I think like the alligator died with the eel clamped in its jaw. So I'm pretty sure the eel also just died.
Probably got lockjaw and just
Yeah.
stuck in him. Yeah.
I just don't understand, like, how's an electric eel even a real thing? Like, it sounds like a fucking Pokemon. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, where do you think they get the idea for Pokemon?
Yeah, I guess from real animals, but it's just so crazy that, like, there's an animal out there that can fucking electrocute things. Like, what is that? What is that? How's that real?
Have you seen a puffer fish? That thing is weird looking.
Nature's scary.
Yeah, we need to boil the oceans. There are some gross things.
That's one thing I don't fuck with is the ocean. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going down there. Fuck that. That's scarier in space. I'd rather go to space.
Oh, 100%.
100%. Than go, like deep diving in the ocean.
To you.
What'd you just pull up? Glizzy gang. Yeah.
Why is it called Glizzy Goblin? I don't. Glizzy Goblin?
Go get yourself some glizzies.
No.
Some influences.
Let me a good hot dog, but you gotta make them right.
Yeah.
Don't be like boiling my hot dogs. That's fucking gross.
No.
You know what I mean? I used to know a guy that used to just pull them out of the pack and eat them. And that's
I mean, technically, you can eat them raw, right? It's just bologna.
You can. But I frown upon that, definitely.
Yeah. What does glizzy mean slang? Glizzy, plural, glizzies. Slang.
It's not a clock.
It's not a clock. Quotations.
Give me a Glock.
Daniel, I would like. Are you fulfilled with the information?
Say it again?
Are you fulfilled with the information that I provided
you? I'm also disturbed by the information as well.
Wonderful.
Anyways, guys, this is a video game podcast. Before we move on to the news, I'd like to remind everyone to subscribe to us over at youtube.com/nerdicgods. You can also find us on all audio platforms, if that's your preferred method. But guys, it's been another busy week in the world of video games.
Not the busiest week.
Not the busiest. We did have to fill out this doc a little bit with some stuff, let me tell you. Look in there last night, like, oof, we got 2 items on here. Gonna be rough.
I added a few more.
Y'all bring your speaking voices. You know what I'm saying, Sims? No, he has no idea.
Okay. No idea.
Bayonetta 3 will be released on October 28th of this year. Platinum Games also released a new trailer for the game, showing off a new playable character. I believe her name was Violet, right?
Viola.
Okay.
And
Violet's in neon white. Never mind.
Yeah. And in the trailer they also show Enzo. Don't know how playable they are or how much you'll be able to play them. But there's at least 3 people you could play as.
Good lengthy trailer, right?
Yeah.
It's weird. Didn't Nintendo just do a direct focused on like third parties, or was that PlayStation?
No, they did that direct. And remember, we talked about them showing this here. That was where they showed off Mario plus Rabbids.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, you're right. Why didn't they just put this trailer there?
Good question.
Good question. They had the trailer ready to go. I don't know. It's odd. Still very cool though. Bayonetta 3. coming out this year, October 28th. October's fucking stacked now. Daniel, I know you're excited.
This is probably. I'm also very excited for God of War, but this is probably the thing I'm most excited for this year, for the remaining of the year, just because how much I love Bayonetta.
Disrespect the Callisto Protocol like that.
I mean, that's up there too. I mean, it's definitely up there.
Mario and the rabbits are crying right now because of you.
I mean, the rabbits can cry all they want.
And those rats in Plague Tale are freaking out right now. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I could hear them screeching. But yeah, I'm super excited for this game. I love Bayonetta. Like everyone should just play these games, even if you play them on easy and you just beat stuff up. They're just spectacles. It's also like Devil May Cry. They're just insane spectacles of just beating up demons and turning into crazy kaiju. Like I love when you turn into the dog and you just like chomp something. Super cool. Very excited for this game.
Yeah, me too. I'm very curious to see where Platinum is as a whole. Right now, I feel like they haven't put out a good game in a minute. All right, what was their last game just in general?
This seems to be the A team. I assume.
I know there's these different teams over at Platinum, but
yeah, in the past few years,
I feel like they haven't even put out. I can't even remember the last game they put out. I remember
they did
Astral Chain in
2017 was near. Yeah. Then they did Astral Chain after that. Then they did. What was their more recent game? I forget what the name of it. I can't remember. You put me on the spot.
What was it?
I can't remember.
Can't remember.
Because the other team just did something. I can't remember.
Can't remember.
My mind just blanked. No, that was a long time ago.
That was
or the TMNT game. It's not that either.
Nonetheless, though, I really like Bayonetta as a series as a whole. I've only played a little bit of the first game. Actually, probably a good chunk of it. And then I beat the second game back on Wii U. One of the few Wii U games I own. So, yeah, I've been stoked for this ever since, 2014-ish? So, been some years now. But Bayonetta, she's back. Excited. Sims?
Yeah, I'm buzzing. It came out of the blue, didn't it? It was like, oh, Bayonetta. I was like, oh, shit. Yeah. Yeah, it's good news, man. It's really good news. I need to play 2. I finished number 1.
News awesome.
I've got to. It's I could have played that this week, really. But yeah, man, I'm excited. I'll pick it up maybe for Christmas. I know, man. This bird, like, she's got guns on her feet. And that's all you need to know.
Oh, she's 4 guns. Guns here, guns on her heels. Her heel is technically a gun. She doesn't have that back piece. It's a gun.
Like,
so cool.
If someone's like, "Oh, what is Bayonetta?" It's like this girl got guns on her feet.
I have a question, Sims.
Oh.
This is a very Sims particular question. Are you jealous of Bayonetta because of how much hair she has? It being all over her body.
I mean, and to be fair, like, to the poor woman, like, she's got to get up in the morning. She's got to brush that shit. She's got to make sure she's got the best conditioner, the best shampoo.
Oh, she's using a bottle every day.
Yeah, exactly. I ain't wasting no money on nothing. Like,
that's true. That's true. She's spending a lot.
If this video gets 3 likes, Sims will cosplay as Bayonetta next week.
Yeah. What?
Wait.
Hold on a minute. Yeah.
Actually, 3 downvotes. Sorry.
It's nice to see. Like, they've been. I think Reggie was talking about this, and like Reggie's been gone nearly a year, so it's nice to see Nintendo doing Nintendo stuff. I mean, I just want Wind Waker, and I will keep talking about it until I get Wind Waker. I just don't get why we've not got Wind Waker.
To do with each other.
But I don't care. All right, it's Nintendo, so there's some kind of link to it, and like, I just don't understand why I've not got it. I don't understand.
Nintendo's still got a couple things rumored for this year: that Metroid Prime remake, and then a remaster, whatever it is, and then Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. So who knows if we'll actually see those? Bayonetta 3 was kind of one of the last. Not one of the last ones, but like where are these games, type of thing. Where's the date for this? It was like Bayonetta 3, the Avatar game, and Hogwarts, and now it's just Avatar and Hogwarts. So I don't know if we'll end up getting dates for those soon.
Avatar,
yeah,
Hogwarts,
I think there's
and Wind Waker.
Yeah, I think we talked about Avatar's going to be at that Ubisoft event, and I'm assuming that PlayStation's still going to have a showcase. So I think the Hogwarts would probably be there. They have like marketing with them, so.
I think Hogwarts is all but delayed. I think there's too much going on. They can. I think if this game is proper decent, they can own a space. They can own a month.
I think they should just go and try to be around the holidays.
Thing is, like, they're not going to be able to own a month because early next year is so packed, right? And it's not. I don't know. The earliest, if you wanted like a month to yourself, you'd have to go like next July at this point. You know
Or
what I
just
mean? Type
choose
thing.
at the end of the next year. Like pick November and just say, hey, we're gonna be November. Call your shot later and just release there or something.
Yeah, who knows with Hogwarts, but we'll see. We'll see. Bayonetta 3 though, October 28th. Wow, looking forward to it. Get this and God of War within like 2 weeks of each other. Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Next up, then, Bungie might be working on a PvP only game set in the Destiny universe. A recent job listing is looking for a concept artist to help build a new game set in the Destiny universe and also has experience and a love for competitive games. Daniel, does it do anything for you?
This was an interesting story. Yeah. I mean, I love Bungie. I mean, we didn't really talk about it last week, but there was the reports of the NetEase project they've been working on for a long time now, being a mobile game. It seems like Bungie's a huge studio. I think at this point they're one of the larger PlayStation studios, I would assume. I'm very curious what this could be. I heard maybe reports it could be some sort of like a player or character based shooter where you're like maybe some sort of Overwatch mix with FPS stuff, maybe with powers. I'm not too sure what this will be. I need to see more really to be excited, but it being Bungie just gets me excited right there.
Yeah, if this is just a straight up like console version, there's a lot of rumors that this might be a mobile game too. I don't know. Maybe those rumors are just coming together. But if this is just a straight up like console game, PvP set in the Destiny universe, that sounds fucking awesome to me. Bungie working on just another straight up PvP game because, well, they never really did with Halo, but you know what I mean. I really liked the PvP aspects in Destiny, but it never really felt fully fleshed out. You know what I mean? It was always just kind of that side thing that was there that you can go do and stuff.
Even right now, a lot of the Destiny community is a little upset at Bungie because they're heavily supporting the PvE stuff, and it seems like their lack of support for the PvP has really upset a lot of people, which they've always been up and down with how much they support PvP. So if this could just be the PvP, I don't know if they'd ever take Crucible
to that.
Maybe call it Crucible. That's a cool name. Maybe just call it that.
Cool
I don't know if they would rip Crucible out of Destiny. That feels like that'd be a weird choice, and people would be very upset. But take Crucible and do something like that. I think doing an Overwatch character type of where you playing like Zavala and a lot of the other major Guardians that are in the world, I think could be pretty cool. I don't know if they would do that, but I think that would kind of tie the worlds together.
Yeah, I think just with their gunplay being as good as it is, like Destiny or Bungie making a PvP first person shooter, anything, I'm down to play that. Like that's always going to be a good time. Sims, do anything for you?
I've got no opinion. I'm really sorry. I'd love to chat shit for the next 5 minutes about something. I have no idea. Like the only thing I'll say is that the Division mobile game looks alright. There you
go. What's that called? Heartland?
I think it's just called Division Mobile or something, Duff.
Oh.
I thought it was, yeah. Well, maybe they dropped the name. I think that was the original name, Connor, but maybe they changed the name.
Yeah, so
we need
less
mobile games.
No, we don't. Stop being silly. People like mobile games. You just because you don't like something doesn't mean nobody else can have it. Don't yuck people's yums.
No, yuck mobile games. All I want. They are, I think, actively making the industry worse.
I mean, has there ever been a good mobile game? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, there's been fun mobile games, but it's very rare. Yeah, I mean, I'll defend Florence. I mean, that's a mobile game.
That's a mobile game? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh. It started mobile. I mean, they moved it to, I think, Switch and maybe PC, but that started as a mobile game, and I like that as a mobile game. There have been fun ones in, like, the old era of mobile games. Like, we get Angry Birds and, Fruit Ninja, stuff like that. It was a fun time where they were experimenting, but mobile games really just soured the well,
Good old Flappy Bird. You don't remember that?
Flappy Bird was cool. I mean, there was a lot of cool, like, little, like, even, like, basic, endless runners were cool, where you just kind of swiping and stuff. There were some
Temple
fun things
Run.
there. Yeah, cut the rope.
Never
There
mind.
was
We're fully in support of mobile games now. Never mind.
I am not.
It's all turned around.
No.
All right. Sims, you like mobile games? Anything?
Pokemon Go.
Bad game.
Wow.
Not a bad game. No, don't even start.
It's a
Don't
bad
go to
video
the
game.
next. We're gonna have a conversation. Why is it a bad video game?
Show me the game.
To catch the Pokemon.
Okay, I can do that in Pokemon
Yeah, but this is like
with no
this is-
microtransactions.
This is as close as you can ever get to your fantasies. I remember as a dumb kid going across the road because we lived across the road from a golf course, golf drive range. So like you just go in a little bay, you hit some balls, and like we used to go around the golf place and collect the balls and think they were Pokemon. Like that's as close as I ever got to like thinking they were Pokemon. So then now like I could go outside, like fair enough, it's on my phone, and then actively walk somewhere. Like I remember the fever pitch of like going into Derby and just hanging around with fucking randos. Just like, oh, I heard that there's a Moltres raid over there. Okay. And me and Natalie back in the day, we were getting in randos cars ready to catch Moltreses. Like, were we gonna get stabbed?
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Dangerous game. Don't do that.
But no, but like
Hey kid, I got a fucking Pikachu down there.
No, but like obviously I didn't drive. But
Hop
like
in my weird white van.
We were adults at the time. We obviously were adults, but no, it was a very fun time. Like a load of idiots just to like. I don't know. I think you're wrong, and
I think that was the cool part about Pokemon Go was the social
exactly.
aspect, right?
Yeah,
It
we
was
used to just
meeting
like
people and stuff.
go down to
It wasn't
Long
necessarily a
Eaton
good
and just
game,
like,
but
oh,
it
go
was a
and
good way to make friends.
I think it's a good
Yeah.
game. I mean, it's a shame what happened to the studio not long ago. I don't think anything's able to stick. I think they want to make all these different games, but then nothing's Pokemon. I think
I think they got lucky with Pokemon Go. Like they got an IP, they hit a fever pitch, and that was kind of it. Like their game before it didn't really do well. The games after it haven't really done well.
No, but like
I think
Pokemon is
They got lucky.
this game and Pokemon just go hand in hand. It's the perfect. If there's an idea that's perfect, it's this one. It's a perfect idea. I think it's I think it's a good video game. I think it is a good video game, and I think you're wrong, Daniel.
You like microtransactions in your games?
I
That's
don't
fine.
like microtransactions in my game. I don't get me wrong. I spent a few bob on
Sure you
some
did.
Pokemon Go. You know,
Lures and whatever.
not- I mean,
Didn't you
just
spend
like-
your
just
kids'
for-
college tuition on FIFA 15?
Okay, no, because we get free college over here.
Do you really? Wow.
Up to a certain age, yeah. So like, I think it's up to 18, 19. Yeah. I mean, if I wanted to go to college now, I'd have to pay for it. But my kids get it to 19. But I think at that point, it's university they have to pay for, but then we get a student loan. Then you're in debt for the rest of your life.
Good old that. Next up. This one, fresh off the press, PlayStation has announced a new loyalty program called PlayStation Stars, and I don't have any more information.
Is there a PlayStation?
That link has some stuff there.
Does it? Okay, let me click in here.
Let's see what Nible's saying.
Damn,
Have you seen the
PlayStation
skate
has-
news?
The who?
The skate news.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
in here.
it's
Don't
in
worry
there.
about it.
Is it?
I'm on top of everything.
PlayStation blog.
Monthly
Do
podcast.
you want me to read it? Do you want me to read it? I like to read.
Yeah, go ahead. You like to read. Oh boy, he's getting ready.
Introducing
What do
PlayStation
you got in there?
Stars,
Wine?
an all-new loyalty. No, it's juice. An all-new loyalty program.
Are you gonna read the whole thing like that?
No. Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Today, I'm pleased to reveal PlayStation Stars, a brand new loyalty program that celebrates you, the player, for being on this ever-growing gaming journey with us. PlayStation Stars will be free to join when it launches later this year. Once you become a member, you will earn rewards by completing a variety of campaigns and activities. Our monthly check-in campaign simply requires you to play in any game to receive a reward, while other campaigns require you to win tournaments, earn specific trophies, or even be the first player to platinum a blockbuster title in your local time zone. Oh shit! I just read that for the first time. Connor, I'm gonna fuck you up.
You're not in my time zone.
I'm not bothered. We'll make our own. All PlayStation Stars members will have opportunities to earn loyalty points. Points can be redeemed in a catalog that may include PSN wallet funds and select PlayStation Store products. As an additional benefits, PlayStation Plus members enrolled in PlayStation Stores automatically earn points for purchases on PlayStation Store. Also, as part of the PlayStation Stores, we're unveiling a new type of reward called digital collectibles, not NFTs. Collectibles are as diverse. Collectibles are as diverse as our portfolios of products and franchises. They are digital representations of all things that our PlayStation fans enjoys, including figurines of beloved iconic characters from games and other forms of entertainment, as well as cherished devices that tap into Sony's history of innovation. There will always be a new collectible to earn, an ultra rare collectible to strive for, or something surprising back just for fun. Sounds
What's
good.
the point of this? This is like an app you can spin a toy of Nathan Drake. What's the point?
I mean, that sounds way more fun than what he just read.
I mean, that's basically what he said. I just don't understand what the I don't like there being a physical thing. Like at least with like
it's a loyalty program. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, but with like
collectible,
Nintendo's My Nintendo, you can go and take your points and go buy something physical with it. Like it isn't just like you're only getting digital collectibles. I don't care about a digital collectible.
Well, Nintendo hasn't released Wind Waker yet, so
That's true. I mean, like Microsoft also does their rewards program. You do stuff. You can like go get money. You could go get gift cards. Like they actually do a lot of awesome stuff with it.
My kid does it all the time, and I didn't realize it.
What uses the rewards?
Yeah, like she her and her friends are like up to scheming and stuff, like because they can get like Roblox and Microsoft points to buy Roblox.
Yeah.
So she's like, I walked into the room the other day and we've discussed. She was like on Bing. I was like, what the? What are you doing? For? I was like, don't use Bing in my goddamn house. But no,
sleep in the backyard tonight.
No, but I had to look into it because I was like, oh, because you win it through like maybe some games or Game Pass games and stuff like that. I've got a few points. Didn't even realize this thing just pops.
You could do it on the console. Real quick.
Yeah, console. Yeah, like because there's like Bing on the console and stuff. So yeah, it's pretty much the same kind of thing. Like I think it's just do things to get points to I don't know maybe save a couple of bucks. Why not? A couple of pounds off of a PlayStation game. You get a £5 wallet, £10 wallet. Or
That's
whatever.
awesome.
So yeah, like this is, just to get people to, I don't know, platinum a game. I'm buzzing. I'll happily.
That's super cool. I love that they do a loyalty. I'm just weird about the digital collectibles. Like,
yeah, that's also part play.
What is that?
A new type of reward called digital collectibles. Collectibles are as diverse as our portfolios, products, and franchises. They are digital representations and PlayStation fans enjoy.
Yeah, it's a digital Nathan Drake. So maybe, I don't want a digital Nathan Drake.
Like,
I want a real life Nathan Drake. I want Tom Holland to come to my house.
I want a little statue. Tom Holland to deliver a little statue.
Just sit on my desk permanently.
That's weird.
I need a better desk than this one.
Be like, good night, Tom.
Yeah.
Good night.
I clap my lights off.
Pat his head.
in Astro Bots, the PlayStation 5 freebie. Maybe it's just like them. Maybe like in that little like museum, like there was like them really cool, PlayStations and PlayStation bits and bobs. And maybe it's just stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like you probably get like a digital version.
Digital is the problem.
I get that. It's bullshit. Don't get me wrong, but like,
I mean that would be cool. What you're saying is my problem is it just being digital collectibles. I don't want a digital collectible.
Is that all this is? Like, I'm so confused. I'm like, what like, are you getting? Like, is it gonna be like, hey, I get points and I can use that as money to buy shit? Like,
it sounds like it. Yeah,
okay. You'll log in and be like, here's your monthly challenge reward things, and it'd be like, platinum God of War, or get this certain trophy because it's like that on Xbox. It's like get this certain achievement on, and you'll get some kind of reward points or whatnot.
You get like extra if you go for the ones that they recommend. You get like extra points on Xbox. So I'm sure it's gonna be something similar.
Completing a variety of campaigns and activities on our monthly check-in campaign simply requires you to play any game to receive a reward. while other campaigns require you to win tournaments, earn specific trophies, or be the first player to get a platinum in your time zone. So, yeah, it's out of the blue, bit weird. Maybe because everybody else is doing it, and they were like, "Oh, that's the one thing we're lacking." You know, like Daniel just said, Nintendo's got their little gold thing. You know, you get these games, you redeem
Got a
them.
whole game with that once.
Yeah,
you can get a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I saved a couple of quid off Hades, and then Xbox do have that thing, which I think my kid has got a few Roblox or whatever, or got a £5 gift card. And Xbox are really good at giving stuff away as well. Sometimes you can just I've logged into Xbox as like, oh, here's a £5. Oh, for hand. You know what I mean?
Well, they even do like if the game is there is just one every time you log into your first Game Pass game every week, you'll get a pop up saying you get a weekly boom. There's like a daily stuff rewards points, and you just you could do it every day. And then
I feel like I almost get that every day.
Yeah, so
I think it's every day.
Play a game,
and then I think there's a certain amount you do every week, and you get an extra little bump. And then you should
go look points for that on Xbox.
Yeah, you should go look.
I've never looked at these.
The app I think is called like Microsoft Rewards or something like that. Go look at that, and you could just redeem some of those points.
Cool.
You probably have a good amount. You probably get like I will wait until I get like $10, and then I just have $10 to spend in the store.
That's cool.
So PlayStation is going to do something similar, which is awesome.
Yeah, it's just that one thing that they haven't got.
It's just that digital thing. I don't know what it is.
You're really hung up on that digital thing, aren't you? Right?
I am. It's weird. I don't.
You didn't like Pokemon Go. I'm not gonna let you forget that. On this podcast.
No, Pokemon Go is a bad game.
No, you're a bad game. Yeah,
I am a bad game.
I said it. I fucking said it. Yep. Don't make me get my
play Daniel. Next up, Kirby Dream Buffet has been announced. It's a new multiplayer racing game in which you use Kirby's powers to eat food and race other Kirbys. Coming to Switch this summer.
Weird trailer.
Yeah, very odd trailer. Since the blue Kirby came down, I'm like, oh, what's going on here?
Was it like 4 players? Am I right?
I think it was 4. Yeah, that's what they showed. I don't know. Nonetheless, looks like a cute little racing game. I don't know how much this is going to cost. This might even be free to play. I have no idea. But
they do the free to play
initially, but it says Switch, so
yeah, it might be part of their online free to play games. So this might be like only online, right? Which would be pretty cool. I mean, this is a year of Kirby, right? It's his big return. So.
Is it the year? Has Nintendo officially stated that?
No, I'm stating it because of the Forgotten Lands.
Remember the year of Luigi that lasted like 6 years?
Yes, that was multiple years. Yeah, I think this is a fine game. I'm not gonna play it, but
I'll play it if it's free. Fuck yeah, I'll play it for like 2 minutes and then I'll delete it immediately.
One game,
but, yeah. But nonetheless, I'll play it. It looks cute.
It's
cute. I don't know. I'm not for
Kirby,
Kirby, I guess. I'm a big fan of Kirby after Forgotten Land, so why not?
Oh, on the trailer, so it is more than 4. I thought it was 4. I forgot that there was that shot of a bunch of them.
I don't know if you can see that. I've got the trailer up.
Yeah. It looks like
it looks like you're doing more than racing too at certain points.
It looks like you have objectives as you're racing. It still looks like you're always going downhill in the for all of them.
I am hungry. Get eat some cake.
Just suck up a cake like that.
I mean, what if you could just inhale things like Kirby?
I wouldn't want to do that, man.
Really cool.
Why would you want to inhale anything? Like, I don't get people to eat fast. Stop eating fast. Like, enjoy your food, man. You got palate.
I eat so fast. I would piss you off.
I eat very slow. I eat very slow.
I'm there for a good 10 minutes. Like, why do you eat so fast? Like, enjoy your food, man.
I do.
I'm with you, Sims. I'm with you. I take forever to eat.
Got shit to do. I ain't got time for all this, you know?
Yeah, but I'm usually watching something when I eat. I eat once a day, and I'm like watching something when I eat. That's it.
Once a day.
Yeah.
Oh, good, man.
Like a big amount.
I mean, just a normal meal.
You eat one normal meal a day?
Yeah.
And that's it?
Yeah.
What do you weigh?
Revelation.
Probably like 165.
We gotta put some pounds on here, Daniel. We gotta, you gotta get up to me in Sims level. You know what I mean?
I'm in a different weight class. Okay, if I'm gonna fight, I'm not in the same weight class.
We gotta get you a bulk up. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't need to bulk up.
You and Sims could be going at it. Because he's like 4'8".
Look at these arms. Look at these arms. Okay.
Big arms. Massive arms. What are you looking up now, Sims?
He's 11 stone 7. There we go.
What does that mean, Sims?
It means you're 165 pounds.
You take a pile of stones, you weigh them. That's what it is.
Yeah, but what is one stone? What is one stone, Sims?
I don't.
What is
look,
one?
I
stone?
don't.
Then why are you
choose-
looking how much I am in stones?
Because that we do it. We do 17 stone.
But you can't tell me what
6
one
pounds.
stone it weighs.
He goes
Stone.
outside, he picks up a
It's
stone.
13.
Okay,
It's
a
13.
few of these will weigh about what Daniel weighs.
I think it's 13
It's
pounds.
just- One stone's 13 pounds.
Yeah,
What a weird number.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I'm
Very
pretty sure
odd.
people look at us as weird, though. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
but pounds makes more sense than stones.
How many pounds
that
is
is
a
a weight
stone?
that we use
14.
for a lot of
Yeah,
things.
it's 14. There's 14 pounds
Sure.
in one stone.
14 pounds in one stone. It can't be 10. 10 would make more sense.
Look, I don't make the rules. Okay.
He was just born in it. Messed up society. Next up, Nintendo has acquired Dynamo Pictures, which is a CG,
I think it's Dynamo, right?
Dynamo Pictures, which is a CG animation studio that will. Oh God, Sims, you got in my way. Ooh, your cursor. Anyways, it's a CG animation studio that they will use to make more film and TV adaptations for their franchises.
So this is all
Which
film,
sounds cool.
right?
Say it
This is
again.
what?
Is this a film thing? What's going on? What's going on?
No, from if you want like what I think that this means is probably they're going to try to up their cutscenes and stuff. So it just sounds like they're just going to have better, try to get their cutscenes to be better. They just do like VFX and stuff. So like I'm taking them to be like a Blur type of studio where they're kind of doing better cutscenes and things like that.
Okay, while we're on this subject, right? Obviously, the Switch is struggling at the moment. Let's face it. Like, there's games out there that it's struggling to run, and obviously there's Breath of the Wild around the corner. Bayonetta Bayonetta's going to be the big one. Pokemon. I don't know. Pokemon's Pokemon. But like, what do they do? Like, because Nintendo like to listen to Reggie's book. Nintendo like to revolutionize. They like to be. They want to do the next thing. Like the Wii. The Wii U was a good idea, but it just didn't. It was, they
perfected it with the Switch.
Yeah, it was a one Nintendo Switch away. So, what are they just gonna keep Nintendo switching it up? Like, they've got such a good idea. Why? There's no point in going, oh, we're not doing Nintendo Switch anymore. We're gonna do Nintendo something else. They may as well just do the Nintendo Switch Pro and that be their next console.
I think it will. I don't think we're going to get a actual Pro. It'll be even if it's a half step, it will be called something, whatever, new Nintendo Switch.
Please, for the love of God, call it Super Switch.
Super Switch. Yeah, that'd be actually a cool name. I like.
But
it has
to
like
be.
That
has
what
to
what
be
I'm going
their
to say
next
to what
console.
you were to go with what you were saying is I think that now that they have taken their console space and their mobile space, their handheld space, which has been their most dominant. Their consoles have done worse and worse other than the Wii. It got better with the Switch, and that is because they've made it a handheld as well. So now that they are both together, I think this is what they are, and they will be going this way. It will never be. They're not going to resplit it. I don't think they're not going to do another solo handheld and a solo console. So whatever the new iteration after Switch 2 is, that's going to be interesting.
Has to be the same design. Has to be.
Something similar. It might change. You might split it in half, and then like two people could play with it, or I don't know. But this idea of it being a home console and a handheld, I think they will stay with that for as long as they can, because their handhelds have done the best.
It isn't broke. Do you know what I mean?
Other than the
Don't
strength
fix
of
it.
That's
that's
the worst
it.
part,
That's
is
all. The only thing.
Yeah.
All they have to do, even if they called it Nintendo Switch 2, that would carry them for the next 8 years. Obviously, with the Nintendo Switch 2 Pro,
depending on how strong,
a bad name
could carry them longer than 8 years. They could
because
they could do mini iterations, right?
And it doesn't have to be 60 frames, 4K ray tracing.
Doesn't have to be 60 frames.
Yeah, okay.
Doesn't have to be 4K.
No, but like all they have to do
it kind of
is
does at this point.
No, if they just had a 10,
depends how long that's going to stick around. Like you're telling me you're going to be in like 2026, 2027, and they're not going to have a 4K console.
I think 1080p 60 could last them because of its Nintendo, could last them for a very long time.
They're not
I want
competing.
better than that.
That's it.
Yeah,
They don't
they're
need to
not
compete
competing
with
exactly.
PSP.
I want better than that. Well, I'm with you, Connor. I want a 4K 60 frames, but if they can keep 60 frames and have a 1080p screen, like a lot of these screens, like they're a high fidelity, but like the pixel count's not that high. Like my tablet isn't really that high pixel count, but the fidelity of the screen's really high. They just need a higher fidelity screen, like an OLED screen in 1080. Like that's fine because it's only going to be so small and you're not having it up to your face, right? It only needs to be a certain amount, but frame rate and being able to run third party games, I think, is the most important thing, not necessarily um, it being 4K. But I am with you though. I would like them to do that, but that's just not what they do.
It's just something I wanted to bring up last week. Like, there's, and we could talk about it all day. Like, but it isn't broke. Like, why? This is a brilliant idea.
Technically, it is.
Like
the technical side.
Yeah, technically, it's behind the times, but it doesn't have to be powerful enough to play Halo Infinite or I don't know, God of War, because it's not going to be.
I think it does, just not as high fidelity.
They also have competition now with the Steam Deck.
True. And there are those rumors from
can play God of War.
Yeah, but you heard about the rumors within the past couple weeks from Jez Corden, the Xbox insider guy? He was talking about there are mock-ups of Xbox doing some sort of mobile whatever, cloud whatever, and if they do that, like that's just another person in the space against Nintendo. Maybe PlayStation might as well eventually. I know that they got soured with the Vita, but they might want to come back and make a handheld. But go ahead, continue, Sims.
I'm just saying that Nintendo Switch is just brilliant piece of equipment. Like, there's no point in making a home console. So like, I just think they do Switch 2 Pro, Switch 2, and then that is.
I don't think they call it 2.
console.
I think we'll see something like the I think they call it, or it goes along the lines of like the new 3DS, right? Like I think there'll even be exclusive games that can only play on the new one.
That's,
you know what I mean?
definitely.
Like,
That'll be their next generation.
I think they really want to hit the highest console sold of all time too. Which they could feasibly with the Switch. They're only like 30 million away at this point. So
I think they're what they at one. They're at 100, but
I think they're at like
120
exactly at this point.
They're 120. Okay.
Yeah. So they're not too far off, and I think if they make one more iteration, call it new Nintendo Switch, maybe launch that with Breath of the Wild 2 next year, that'd be really cool.
I mean, technically, if you want to go with your little thought there, like they went from Game Boy to the Color to the Advance SP. All of that was still technically the Game Boy. They never
was Advance considered part of the Game Boy? They
considered all of that as the Game Boy. So if you look at the Game Boy's numbers,
but okay,
and with the Color and the SP, it's like, all right, it's a little
Color,
bit of an iteration.
When you did the Advance, it was like that was a new thing.
But I think I'm pretty sure that is all wrapped in one. So it's
I think that's what they'll do. And then
same with the DS.
Altogether, the Switch life cycle will be so long. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's the same with the DS. DS is DS to the DSi, the DS Lite, the 3DS, the 3DS XL, the 2DS. That is all one. That is all one thing. So maybe you're right. They probably will be iterative.
All I'm saying is, I just don't want it to end, because I just think it's a marvelous piece, a genius idea.
I don't think it will.
No, I just don't want.
What are you afraid of? You think they're gonna come out with a new console that isn't
that's
the
it.
Switch?
That's it. I'm just expecting them to come out with here's the bin again. Here's the new Nintendo Oval thing, and I'm like, what happened to Switch? You had a great idea.
I mean, for me, because I don't like handheld too much. When I was younger, I played a ton, but for me, if I could just get a Nintendo console, I would, personally.
I mean,
I would love that too.
Even for me though, I like to play. I love an excuse to play it portable. Playing Metroid a couple of weeks.
Be in the bed or something.
Just lying on my sofa and something in the box, and I'm just like, I like that idea. It brings me back to the PSP. I like that nostalgic feeling of using a portable device. But sometimes I will just put it on the TV. But I just like that option for other people. I just don't want them to ruin it. I don't want them to just overthink it. I just don't want them to be sat in an office now going, we need to have a console. No, you don't. Stop doing that. Stop. And I don't like Doug Bowser. I think Nintendo have just gone. I don't think they're the same. I just don't think they're going in a good direction. To be honest with you, where's Super Mario?
Do you want me to be real? I don't think they've. I think that the Switch hasn't been in a good direction since 2017. I don't think that the Nintendo has been that great. I'll just say it. They have had a few good games, maybe one a year, but most of their games have been lacking content. Most of their games have been just kind of put out. Like I think most of the the Switch life has not been great. I feel like they've been riding pretty high on just a lot of mediocre.
I mean, it helps with the indies that can go on it, and then you get the bangers, and the Xenoblades help. Obviously, not aimed at any of us, but it's
this year. I think is gonna be pretty good for them. It's probably one of their better years.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Pokemon.
It's just Nintendo has so not like little, but kind of like they kind of have just so little franchises, and like they all take so long to make. Like look at Breath of the Wild now. Like we all just want Breath of the Wild too. That next like big 10 out of 10 Nintendo exclusive, but that that's 6 years apart from the last one at this point. Same thing with Mario and those 3D games.
Yeah, where's my 3D Mario?
We all want a new 3D Mario. That next 10 out of 10 3D Mario, but that's going to be another 6 years in between that.
I've always been out of the loop with Mario's, except for Mario 64. So I played 64, then Odyssey. So I missed all that. So like, how long are you normally waiting?
A long time. It's a long time. Like,
yeah.
Galaxy 2 and Odyssey. I suppose you can count 3D World in the middle of that, but
in Land.
Yeah, and Land. This is certainly a longer period than we've been waiting, considering Galaxy was 2007, and then Galaxy 2 was 2011, and then 3D World was 2014, and then 2017 we got Odyssey. So at this point, we're waiting longer than we ever have between a new 3D Mario game.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's
just, I just thought I'd bring it up. I thought it'd be a good.
They're only one team, right? You know what I mean? I know they're different developers and they're all working on different stuff at the same time, but still, it's just Nintendo. You know what I mean? And they're the only ones really making that big first party lineup for their consoles. So it's just their games are few and far between.
It'd just be nice to. COVID's affected them really bad, but. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought a nice conversation to have. Like, it's becoming like, what next? Because they are due to, do that Nintendo Doctor Who thing, aren't they? You know what I mean? Just
all they need is another 2017, right? And then they're back on top. And like, and it's not even like they're on bottom. They're going to be the highest selling console of this year still. You know what I mean? So they're not on bottom, but
of course not.
In the eyes of like hardcore gamers, it's just like, all right, come on, Nintendo. Like, what are we doing?
2023 could be that year. They still could put that Mario game out.
Oh, 100%. Odyssey was announced the same year it came out. So it's not impossible. Who knows? Maybe Metroid Prime 4 is that year. Maybe that's the next 10 out of 10 game. It's certainly that studio certainly has the quality to do that.
Definitely retro. We've been waiting for a retro game.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, so much for that production company, the CG animation.
There's not. What more can we talk about it? They've hired. I think it's something to do with movies or like shorts or whatever. Daniel thinks it's to do with that, to do with making the game cutscenes look great, which is a great idea. And Connor, no one cares. Sorry.
Oof.
I don't even
Big
care.
Oof.
I listen to my own opinions, and I'll listen to the show back, and I'm just like, God, shut up, Connor. What are you talking about?
Really?
Jesus.
I love listening to it. I do. Like Fridays at 5 o'clock. I'm buzzing home. I'm like, I'm ready for this show.
Next up, then, Supermassive Games has been acquired by Nordic. Is that what we're going with?
No, this is bullshit. All right, this is some copyright bullshit.
We should be acquired by
I should be pissed off. We should be pissed off.
Nordic.
Nordisk. Nah, fam. All right. I'm going to send these a very harsh...
Let me finish this. Supermassive Games has been acquired by Nordisk Games. Nordisk Film is mostly in the movie and TV business, but opened a game division in 2018 when they purchased Avalanche Studios, which is the Just Cause studio, not the Hogwarts studio, but the Just Cause guys. They own them. They bought them in 2018. And they also own a 40% stake in Mercury Steam, which is the guys that made Metroid Dread.
And Metroid Samus Returns.
Oh, they made
that. And they did Castlevania Lords of Shadows back in the day.
Cool. So yeah, there you go. These guys getting in big in games. I read about them a little bit. They're mostly do television and movies in Sweden. So why they're getting in games, who knows? But they're getting in big.
I think we should reach out and go, look, our podcast is called this. You're called all these games. Maybe we should do the same.
Synergy, you know.
I just don't understand how they've got away with
Use
this.
that word a lot. Use that word a lot.
Yes,
synergy.
Like,
that's what we'll say in the meeting to them. Synergy. You know?
Synergy.
We're all outside.
You guys ever see Entourage when they're like pitching them like to sign with that management studio and they're like Coca-Cola, Ferrari, us.
I just think there's something there. Like, either we should be getting a cease and desist,
and desist,
or they should be getting one. Like, there's something not right. Like, it's too close to home. It's not like someone's brought out. You know, like, no one brings out Coca-Cola. They brand it cola because they can't get away with it. This is too on the nose. Like, we should be doing a weekly podcast.
You think they copied us?
I feel like we should be doing their podcast for them and getting paid some good dollar.
I'm pretty sure I've read this company started somewhere in like 1902 or something. They were like completely different, but whatever.
But like, I mean, I moved to Sweden. Not about you two boys. I'll happily move to Sweden.
I'll go to Sweden immediately.
It's
supposed to be like one of the best places to live, anyways.
Yeah.
Well, Connor, I started this company in 2013, so
that's true. It got 1902. I mean, it's close enough.
I mean,
you know, you started this company in like 2013, right? But you hired us in 2020. I'm yet to get any money. Okay, like,
if I gotta go, I'm gonna head out.
You owe me 300K still, but you know, we'll wait on that. Wait on that. But guys, Supermassive been acquired. This was kind of one of the big ones that was still left on the table for someone to purchase. I was kind of expecting this any day now. Didn't think these guys would be the ones to buy them, but nonetheless, here we are.
Can we talk about Supermassive games? So Supermassive Game made The Quarry, right?
Yeah,
some
those guys.
Beautiful game. Wonderful. You know, in the old caption room, captured these characters perfectly. Can we talk about that water scene that we seem to have not spoke about?
The what?
You can if you want.
The water scene. Have you seen this water scene?
Yeah, I played the game.
Water.
Did you see how bad the water was?
Yeah. Sometimes the water looks pretty good.
The water was so bad.
I didn't take a lot of time to observe.
Did you not see how bad the water? The bad was. You know when
it was a cutscene.
Jake and is it Jake and Abby?
Jacob.
And the other guy.
Who knows? That was a month ago.
And they're in the water and they're splashing around like, you're so funny, Jacob.
Well, it's not Abby. Abby's the other girl.
The stupid girl I didn't like that did a lot of TikToks.
Okay.
Did you not see how bad it was? Like, did you not feel sick? I felt sick looking at it. I was like, I was just like,
not that in particular.
It was the worst thing I've ever seen.
Bother me.
Bother you? It fucking offended me, and I don't get offended. Like, I was offended. I was like, I'm offended by this.
This was almost the reason these guys pulled out of the acquisition. They were like, you don't understand that water, though. I don't know if we can buy it.
I am going to find this.
It's a bit much.
God,
how's that water tech?
This is cool. You know, hopefully these guys back them up. A lot of money. Just keep throwing money at them. Let Supermassive make bigger and better games, and you know, continue doing what they do, because I feel like they've been on a good track recently with House of Ashes, and The Quarry was very good. And now we got Little Devil in Me, whatever it's called.
The Devil in Me.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that it wasn't either Bandai or 2K that acquired them, because Bandai, they're doing the Dark Picture stuff.
Yeah.
2K, they did The Quarry. I mean, even PlayStation with Until Dawn. I mean, I feel like they kind of let that relationship, you know,
PlayStation should have hopped on this one
after Until Dawn. They probably should have.
Yeah.
And yeah, then I'm not really sure why Bandai didn't really do much, you know. And then also 2K.
Not big into the acquisitions. Have they acquired anything?
Okay, right.
Bandai.
Yeah.
Let's watch this.
I don't think so.
Let's watch this. Okay. Look at this.
Okay.
Look at this.
I watch it. Let me.
Look at it.
It's not that bad.
It's so bad. No, it's all right now when they're in the water. When they start splashing it, look at that.
Okay, the splash is bad.
Oh my god, that's so bad. Look at it. Like, what is it? Why? Don't splash.
Yeah,
Don't
I mean, the
press
water.
X. Oh, he's pressed X. Oh,
Very,
press it.
very weird.
oh, it's so bad.
But
Oh no, he's
You get
gone
the
underwater.
idea. It's water.
It's so bad. Like this should be like people should come to, like people like the game development please should be out
On
the
this
door.
one.
Just on it, man.
Arrest them, sir.
water's hard to make look good.
Yeah, but if you
Not
can't
every
make
game can be
it,
Sea of Thieves, okay?
if you
Sea of
can't make
Thieves.
it, don't do it.
If for a camp setting, you gotta have a lake.
This
Yeah,
is
what
the
did
man
you
that
want them
didn't
to
like
do? Just
Pokemon
the
Go and is
empty
defending
ditch
the
they're
water.
playing in.
Throwing dirt on each other.
Oh, it's so-
Throwing rocks at each other.
You know, I honestly, that water, like, I get, like, you ever, like, when you sat there and you're like, and you think about something that you did in, like, high school, and you're like, oh, I should never have done that, and you're like, when you go, why did I do that? Why did I talk to Sydney? She's minging. But, like, I think about that at least, like, once a week, and it's like, look at it, it's horrible. It's gross. God.
Yeah, past selves are gross.
Uh,
Don't want to engage with them. Okay, cool. Supermassive. We wish you luck on your next venture under these guys. Next up,
Yeah.
according to reliable Marvel's Avengers leaker at Miller on Twitter, Bucky Barnes will be the next DLC character for the game, sometime after She-Hulk.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, is this gonna be before She-Hulk or after She-Hulk Sims?
I don't care. I couldn't give a
I
shit.
don't care anymore.
No,
don't
like,
care
I mean,
anymore.
don't get me wrong. Miller's on it. Like, I've spoke to Miller personally. He's banging. Quality bloke.
Have you really?
Yeah, I've spoke to him.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, I just like, oh, what do you know? Blah blah blah.
Put
Yeah,
his label
he's-
there as a fucking joke, but okay, great. Sims knows him personally.
I don't
think
know
he's
him. I've
mentioned
just
this actually
we've
before.
spoke to him. I've
Oh, have
I
you? Okay.
tried my
Yeah, I think he has.
absolute best to get into that community. Like I was actively in it. I was talking to there was a
What
couple of guys.
community?
Exactly, but a couple of guys, I was talking to. I spoke to one of the community manager at one point, or I forgot his name now. I spoke to him on Twitter. I was like, keep doing what you're doing, because obviously the game's always had a lot of hate. But this guy knows his shit. Like he obviously knows what he's doing. He knows everything he said has pretty much been true. So yeah, I mean, but back to my argument from last week. Like we're just getting another Captain America. So are they at a point now where it's like, what's the point in making, I don't know, Captain Marvel? Because that will
Ant-Man.
require. I mean, Ant-Man's there,
Who the
but
fuck
that
is
will
Ant-Man?
require different game mechanics, different fighting styles. Because
They've done only copies. Hawkeye, Thor.
Yeah.
I guess Black Panther was not really
Yeah.
a copy, right?
Yeah, but Black Panther and Spider-Man. And Spider-Man was, I think, thrown together. Like I'm talking out of turn, but I mean, I don't know. I think this is a game. This time next year, we'll be talking about it ending its cycle. Like, there's no new content. Like, there's no revival. Like, you can't see a revival. Like, you can see a revival from. What a revival? I want to say the CFEs, not CFEs. I mean, CFEs, yeah, why not?
I mean, people like
I don't
to
know.
launch-
It's just sad, isn't it? It's just everyone's when's I'm on these Facebook groups and they're like, oh, when's this happening? When's this happening? But everyone already technically played as who was the last person that got released last week.
Jane Foster.
Yeah, like you've been Thor. Like you're just gonna be Thor again, and she's probably gonna do one or two. Her skill set is gonna be different.
So they're basically just making characters that are the same as characters they already have in the game, just probably because it's easier.
I mean,
in development.
I think they fucked up as well by giving it away for free. To be honest with you, just like why not charge us for them? Like that could have been.
Oh, they give away
the
all
way
these
in.
characters for free.
Everything's for free. Yeah, like
That's cool.
I said a couple of years ago. It's a bit.
You remember a couple of years ago when Sims would talk about this game nonstop, and then he put it as number 10 on his top 10 of that year. It's like, Jesus, man, what are you doing?
But in that year,
2020
where
was a
was it going to
different
go? Where was it going to go? Like,
I was expecting 1.
Yeah, I thought it would be higher. That's so funny.
Yeah, Marvel's Avengers. I don't know. They should just bury this game.
I think it will. I think it will.
It's
I
done.
just before I got distracted that quick though. I said a couple of last year or year before when I was on Assemble podcast. I thought
cheated on us.
I did ask. I think I asked permission. 35. I thought I would get a good $20 DLC with like a good like chunk of story added on, but nothing. Crazy. It's a sad man.
When is the Comron DLC where it's just a clone of Ms. Marvel?
Who?
The dude from the show.
What show?
The Ms. Marvel show.
Oh, I've only seen 2 episodes. I gotta binge that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Marvel Avengers. Bucky Barnes. Someone's looking forward to that. No one hears. Next up, Bandai Namco has reportedly been hit with a ransomware attack. They all those ransoms are attacking them. I guess I don't know what that means.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it basically they were attacked and stolen. People stole some information. There's like some.
Oh, is this where the Elden Ring DLC leaked?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well,
cool,
none of that's for sure.
Jeff Grubb pretty much said it's all a load of bollocks.
Yeah, like because there was a big like graphic I think somebody had. I don't know if I could even see it here.
So what, Jeff Grubb already debunked this?
I mean, he didn't.
No, I mean, there is a ransomware attack. He was talking about the actual like things that were
in there.
Yeah, that were in there.
Oh, okay.
I can't really find the image here.
Yeah, because I read a rumor. Something it was like called Barbarian something for the Elden Ring DLC. I can't remember exactly what it was called, and I was like, oh, okay.
I'm trying to find that image.
There you go.
I can't find that image. What are you doing, websites? Just put the image there. Yeah, I can't find it. But yeah, it sucks. Hopefully no one's information actually got taken, because that would be the biggest thing, is them getting in there, stealing information, people's stuff. But yeah, sucks. I hate when stuff like this happens. I remember like a few years ago, maybe it was in 2020. Yeah, I think it was in 2020 when Capcom had their big attack when somebody just took, and it was all those leaks of all their games. And a lot of that one has been true. This might be a little different, but we'll see.
Interesting. Yeah. Unfortunate. But these things happen, you know. Bunch of thieves out there on the internet, you know, poking around, doing
hackers.
Hackers. You ever see Mr. Robot?
I have not seen Mr. Robot.
Oh,
I wanted to watch it.
So good. You should watch all of Mr. Robot. Mr. Robot's a great fucking show.
Yeah, it's a show that
he hacks shit.
I had no way to watch it, and like it's over now, right?
It is over. Yeah, great ending. And that's a spectacular fucking show. Watch Mr. Robot, people.
Okay, I'll have to find a way to watch it.
Our last news story: the next Skate game will just be titled Skate and will be a free-to-play live service game. They also said the game is still early in development. Bum, bum, bum. So I was kind of expecting this game to be live service, right? I kind of feel like every game like this is live service nowadays. You know, they're always adding stuff. You know, I'm playing UFC. You know, that's a live service game now. They're constantly updating that. You know, everything. Halo, PlayStation's making 60 live service games in the next 12 months. You know, going to be great. So I'm not too bothered by the live service aspect, but the free to play aspect is where I worry, because that anytime I hear free to play, I just assume, oh, lack of content. At launch, especially
microtransactions.
Microtransactions. Although they did say no loot boxes in this game already, and something else that was but nonetheless, there's gonna be hella microtransactions. Like, you know, buy this skateboard for 50 cents, buy this t-shirt for $1.
The different
etc.
Painting on the skateboard,
different
whatever
clothes, the grip tape. Oh god, what if they get in there?
Tape.
The wheels.
The wheels, yep. What kind of
25
screw
cents
color?
For each wheel? Oh no,
the screw colors. Yeah, you want
your
red
shoelace.
Yeah, your shoelace.
That little plastic thing on the end of the shoelace.
Of course, but you can't have the shoelace customization without the shoelace plastic.
Right, right. You want that to be a different color, right? Don't you? Here's a gold one for $1. So yeah, I do. This did kind of take a little bit of the hype away for me in this game. With the free to play aspect, especially because I don't know. I just feel like now they're just gonna give you like a big map at the start, right? And you're just gonna, I don't know, work your way through different missions. I don't know, maybe characters are like telling you to go do random stuff or whatever, or they'll just have like your daily mission or your weekly mission type thing. I don't really know. I don't know. It's a odd direction for this game, I think, because I would have much preferred just a full price game, and it has my single player stuff that I want to go around and do. You know, like I'm a low level skater and I want to make it to the top, make it to the big leagues. You know, I would have much preferred something like that, but it doesn't sound like we'll get that now.
Well, it's very odd they chose to go with the live service route when they already have way too many ways to make money in live servicey games. I thought this would be one of the few things that seemed like EA was actually going on the route of showing early games in development with Dead Space and this game. It's like, oh, maybe they're turning a leaf a little bit and they're actually being a little more open with how they're doing everything. But they're just kind of just making another live service game. But I did see something about there being cross progression and cross play, which is really good for the game. It keep the industry going. But yeah, I don't know. I never really played a skate game. It's not really a series for me, but
Oh, you play this one? Like you just download it just because it's free to play?
not really. I don't know. Probably
I
not.
hope they still nail the gameplay. Like I think they will, and I think they'll still nail those aspects of it. It's just I don't know. The free to play aspect has me very worried. It's just because if it's just it's just gonna be such a small lack of content, isn't it? You know, and it's just gonna be like, all right, well, I'm done with that. And now it's like, okay, I could check in once a day now and then do your daily mission or whatever, and then wait for them to drop like a new map or whatever. But that just doesn't sound all that appealing to me.
No, it doesn't. Not in the slightest.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm sick of all of the battle pass, free to play, microtransactions. I'm just done with that. It's just what too many games are. I'll just go to play some indie games. If that's what I
I'm
need to play.
definitely with you on like the battle pass shit. Like every time I see those, whatever they're called normally, yeah, I'm definitely with you on those. Like it's just like I don't even understand what they're for, really. You know, it's just all right.
They're just showing it for this so that people can spend money on it instead of it being how you unlock things normally.
Yeah.
Like go back and when we played Halo Reach, right? Like you had so many customization options that were all just challenges that you do, and there was no battle pass for that.
You could unlock them like through challenges in the game too, you know, and like that stuff was always fun. And it's like maybe this still has some stuff like that in this, but it's just I don't know, man. It's just multiplayer in general, man. I am just so down on multiplayer.
It's all just free to play,
man,
battle pass stuff. I don't care about any.
I'm trying to think. Like, was it the last? I got into Crash Team Racing pretty well. And they did have that stuff, right? They had like
they did it like a month later, right?
Yeah, and they had like the season stuff, but they also gave you like a new track every month, you know, and like that was really cool and stuff like that. So like I got somewhat into that, but I didn't get into the battle pass section of it. Like I never even really looked at that, you know. And then I guess Titanfall 2 was the last one before that where I got super into that multiplayer, and I don't really remember that game having anything too outrageous with battle passes and stuff like that. But I don't know. Yeah, it's just really ever since the 360 era ended, man. It's just I've been totally down on multiplayer games.
I mean, you know, my my multiplayer days have slowed, but I mean, Destiny for the most part was fine with like its multiplayer and how much I played. Like there wasn't battle pass stuff, and then when it came into Destiny 2, and then a little bit after that, it became the free to play version. Guess what Destiny has? They have a battle pass. Yeah, and I have lost a lot of interest in a lot of that, and they put a lot behind that. Buying like the season pass, like you could still buy stuff, and you don't get everything in that battle pass, and you're spending money. It's like that is utterly ridiculous. Like, why?
Yeah,
like you're paying.
I guess
money.
I just don't know about it. Like, too. I don't know. Anytime I boot up a multiplayer game nowadays, it's just like this is really what people like. You know, like this is what people are super into. Like, just all everything feels like so lack of content and like just lackluster.
Yeah, it's all lack of content. I think it definitely feels like they are not even that people love it. They are forcing it on people. Yeah. That's just what it seems like in every game.
Like, go look at Halo
Because-
3. Like, look at how much shit we got with Halo
Yeah.
3 at launch. You know, we had so many maps, so many foragers there, all that shit. It was all just there. You know, and like we weren't sitting there buying anything. You know what I mean? Like the katana you get on your back in Halo 3. No one bought
The
that. You know?
Hayabusa
You
armor.
you just unlocked that from like being in a legendary or whatever and stuff like that. Like that type of shit's fun, but I don't know, man. Multiplayer's just
You
in
know
a
who
very
still does it?
odd direction, and I don't understand it now.
Who still does it pretty well, and it's now because they can do something separate, which is Call of Duty. Call of Duty's regular multiplayer, very good. They have so many unlockables, challenges, different skins, and all that. Where they have maps and they'll have DLC maps. Like Call of Duty still does really good with their multiplayer, but they also do Warzone, which has Battle Pass and stuff. So they're kind of doing best of both worlds.
Yeah.
People that want the crappy Battle Pass and just bad stuff, and go play Warzone. Or if you pay, you play regular Call of Duty multiplayer, you get regular Call of Duty multiplayer that has everything. You unlock things, you do challenges to get more.
It's a good point. They really do stick with the whole 360 era type multiplayer, you know, with because even the little bit I played of Modern Warfare 2019, me and my friend got super into that doubles mode and stuff. Like everything was still there that you wanted to play. All your game modes, there was a good amount of maps and stuff like that still.
Yeah. Sims, do you have anything to add about battle passes?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I've been listening to what you're saying, and you're right, but unfortunately, it's the bottom line, isn't it? It all comes down to one thing, and it makes so much of it. And Fortnite making loads of money. I'm sure Warzone's making lots of money. This seasonal content is just where the money is. And as much as it upsets you, Daniel, it's the way things are going. I'm afraid. I really am sorry, and and more games are coming free to play. Like I mean, reading that today, I just on the way back from work, and it shocked me. I was like, "Fuck, free to play." I was like, "Okay."
I mean, Overwatch is doing it. Do you think that's what I want for Overwatch? I will pay $60, $70 if I do want to do the full price. I will pay that and have everything.
You're still getting the
that's
game,
what
aren't you? Like you don't have.
But
to
I
pay
don't. But
for
if that's
like,
what it takes to get the game, I'd rather just not have the game. That's just
you're still
just
getting
straight
the
up.
game
I'd rather
experience,
just not.
aren't you? You're still getting the game. I mean, you're just not. You'll level up and you won't get the skin.
I just get lack of content. Like, is
You
that
just
what
won't
I'm
get the
getting? Because
skins,
I
will
don't.
you? Like, is a skin a content? I thought a map would be
It
content.
is. No, I mean no, but we're talking about Call of Duty. I mean, Call of Duty has skins and your calling card stuff and all that attachments and little reticles. Like, there's all that kind of stuff. I mean, Overwatch has skins and voices and sprays and like, yeah, they did tie a lot of that behind stuff in Overwatch 1, but it was a full price game that they gave you free updates, free characters all the time. Yeah, you're going to get that with Overwatch 2, but I don't want a battle pass in Overwatch 2. I don't want it to be free to play. Now looking at Halo, if they could have taken all that back and say, hey, no, multiplayer is not free to play, it's just Halo, I would rather have had that, because then maybe we wouldn't have a battle pass in Halo.
Me too. Yeah, I just feel so far removed from multiplayer games nowadays. You know, I just don't. I don't even understand it anymore. And I'm so curious, like, what will be that next multiplayer game that actually gets me to go in? I guess I play UFC pretty consistently, so that's one of them. But it's just, obviously I'm just a fan of that sport, so I just consistently play that. So I don't know, man. I like even that Last of Us game. Like, I'm super worried about that. Like, who knows how that's going to be structured and stuff.
We don't
like that.
know.
Is that going to be free to play? Is that going to be super?
Yeah, we don't know PlayStation's
microtransaction heavy and stuff.
What they're going to do, with their new live service model, all those games. We have no idea what PlayStation's objective is.
Yeah, I mean, we know they bought Bungie to specifically help them out with that. So I guess that's good. But even Bungie, I mean, me personally, like I never got like super into the playing Destiny for more than just that campaign, and then going on after that for a little bit. But
I mean, Bungie's raking it in both ways. They're raking it in both ways. They're doing paid content, the seasons and like the big expansions. They're also doing the battle pass that I mentioned earlier. Bungie is doing both things. So maybe that's what PlayStation will do. But Destiny technically is free to play. So I don't know if that's what PlayStation plans on doing with all of their live stuff. I don't know.
Be interesting to see.
We're just three old grumpy men I mean, if we were like, but it's true though. If we were all 19,
I really do feel old when I talk about multiplayer
yeah,
games
definitely,
nowadays because
like-
I'm just so far removed from it.
I mean, I'm
Like,
in it.
You talk to me about
I'm
Fortnite, I don't
seeing
even
it.
know what you're saying.
I mean, I don't really pay attention to Fortnite, but I'm looking at multiplayer stuff. But it's just disappointing. Like as someone that literally I've been playing it
All right, you
forever.
started on multiplayer pretty
Yes,
much, right?
for the most part. I mean,
Right.
ish, but like I was like in it, competitive, all of it, and it was for so long, even into Destiny 1. Like I was still playing it, so like that wasn't even what 7 years ago, 6 years ago, and like just to see where it is now, it's like this is just disappointing. And like I said, Sims, like it isn't the sole reason of I can't even speak mobile games, but mobile games have completely poisoned this side of the industry. It has come back this way now, and all of that microtransactions in model to make you spend more in a game is just bled back into games we like, and that's just ridiculous.
because they see the money. It's as simple as
Yeah.
that. I don't know. Unfortunately, I think we're just old. I do think it's an age thing as well.
It's not that I'm just old. I will play multiplayer games.
If we were 16, it wouldn't be an issue, would it?
I mean,
I know what
played
you're
so
saying
much
though, because if we
Overwatch.
grew up on this, you wouldn't know any better. You know,
My
so
kids
it's
are not
just-
going to know any better.
Yeah.
My
Well,
daughter
I'll be
will
here
play-
yelling about it then. I will make them know
I'll
better.
get you a rocking chair. I get what you say. I do. Like, you know, like, well, I mean, I don't know. But I never played. I played Gears of War, and I'm sure Gears of War.
That's another good one that
6.
had great content in the game.
Yeah, I
That-
like looking at all the DLC, looking at the
Yeah.
achievements the other day. We were talking about it on Discord, and I went through and I was like, I remember that map pack. I remember this map pack. I remember the day this map pack came out. Like, and,
Oh, I
you
would
know,
love to go back to the days where it's just a map pack.
Yeah,
for
yeah, I was
$20
there.
and get 3 more
1600
maps.
MSP points, and Microsoft 1600 Microsoft points, ready, locked, and loaded. Like, yeah, man. Like, Mom, I need money. And she's like, why? And I'm like, I need a Mac pack. And she's like, get
Need
yourself
that
a
Mac
job.
pack.
Says, I'll get myself a job. I'll let me borrow the money. I still owe my mom 1700 Microsoft points. Love you, Mom. I'm saying,
You can pay it
like,
back.
but yeah,
It's
We
funny
just-
because at the time that stuff seemed kind of outrageous. Like when it was like $20 just for 3 maps, but now it's just like, oh man, I'd love to do that. All right, sad times. We'll now move on to what we've been playing. Sims, let's start with you, bud. As you yawn.
Buck snacks. Oh, it's cracked. So voice, I keep yawning.
That was horrible.
Buck snacks. So I finished Cyberpunk, so I was like, I need to play a game. I found Bug Snacks, and I had a great time with Bug Snacks. Like, where do I start? Like, this game is.
What made you play this? I just had no idea you were interested in this game.
I
play it-
was
did you
always
play it on Game Pass,
interested.
or-
I just
wait,
now
I
I
guess
play on
it's
the
free on
PlayStation. Yeah, the
PlayStation too.
PlayStation. So I was just like, why not? Like, what's the worst that could happen? I'm not gonna like it. And like, within an hour, like I was in love with like the first character you meet was Philbo, and Philbo is just fucking, he's just a loser, but he's a lovable loser. He's like, this guy just wants to make everyone happy. You literally just catching these bugs, and you know the story is like, there's a community. It's all a bit fractured. There's been some arguments. There's everyone's got their own little best friend or wife or partner or etc. And you get him on, and then you're a journalist. You're a journalist down on your luck, and you've been sent over because you've heard about these mysterious bug snacks. So you land on this island. You meet Philbo, and you're just trying to get to the bottom of like where this one person has gone missing. And in the meantime, you're building this community. You're meeting these different they're called grumpuses, and every grumpus is just a wonderful, flawed grumpus being because they're not human. And they've all got their own little individual story to tell. Like they all, one's marriage is like they both got different like goals in life. He wants to farm. He just wants to grow bug snacks or grow crops or whatever they are. And his wife, she's trying to get to the bottom of why her famous grandmother, what happened, how did she die, etc. And then there's another couple. this jock type character and his like nerdy best friend, and they like, you know, spoilers, sorry, but like they're in love. They're, you know, this jock, you know, Butch Grumpus character and this nerdy scientist, you know, really into like the Illuminati, and they love each other, and like
They're into the Illuminati.
And but it was just he's into it, like, and you know
Okay.
you know, you meet them on this they're separated into 4 different like parts of the island, and he's like you do different jobs for each one. They come over to the island, and like at every Bugsnax is like a puzzle, like a puzzle to try and figure out. It's like, I want to get this like flying cheesy what's it, or what they call it over there, Cheetos, and
Okay.
you know, if they're on fire, you can catch them, but then the little Pokeball thing will be on fire, so you can't catch it. So you got to figure out how to, and then there'll be like cold, like ice pops on the floor. So you've got to like knock it out the floor, knock it off the sky, to then hopefully somehow the ice pops will run up to it, put it out, so you can catch it. And it don't get me wrong, it can become infuriating, but like the whole experience is fucking. I was just happy playing this game. I was just smiling from ear to ear, just having a great time, and the story was exciting. The side quests were funny. Like every character was just a pleasant person to talk to. Like every dialogue was funny, and like, you know, not. It was just a pleasant experience, and like I just don't think I want to say I don't think many people talked about it. I think enough people talked about it, but
it's an indie game. That's why.
I mean, it also launched at that console launch, so
Yeah.
there was hella shit
a
coming out at that
PlayStation
time.
kind of like gave you the PS5 version
Yeah.
before it came out, type thing. I want to say around the same time.
Well, they announced like it was going to be the PS Plus game for a few months.
Yeah.
I think it was from like November to January. I think.
Yeah,
something
it was
like
a
that.
long time, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
'Cause
you
I didn't
play
get mine until-
DLC too?
No, I'm not.
No.
I finished the game. I platted it, and I was like, I want to, but I'm just not a DLC guy. And
Wasn't
like,
it free?
Yeah, it was. It was there.
I just figured you wouldn't even have noticed that you played it. Type of
I
thing.
did. Yeah, I know. It was very at the end. It was very obvious. Like one of the characters was like, "Oh, I've just found out there's this new thing on this new island," and I was like,
Oh, okay.
"I might do you, but I'm doing the main story first." And I was just like, I've never been a DLC guy, never. Like, so I was just like, "Nah, I'm alright." I mean, I should, but I'm just not that type. I'm not a DLC person. But no, I recommend this game. But I did. None of you actually played it, did they?
I booted it up real
I-
quick. I didn't really.
I did not play it. No.
I genuinely think you should just give it a try. Just give it another hour or two each. Like, what puts you off it? Like, it's pleasant. It's just funny and nice and chilled. Like, really, it's
I don't
chilled
know
out.
why I didn't play it. I don't remember.
And like the
Didn't really appeal. I guess I don't know.
fingers crossed. I mean, they set it all for Bugsnax 2, which is great. Like,
Ooh.
it's such a good game. But I
Interesting.
honestly, like, you know, back in 2020, this would have been there, top 10. Like, it would have been. It was just such a pleasant.
Tell
I
me
was
what
just-
kicked out
Avengers.
Marvel's Avengers.
Was that when it was? When did we start this? It was 2020,
2020.
wasn't it?
February 2020.
I had a fantastic time. Like, and it took me 5 days to play it, to finish it, and like, I wanted to get up earlier to play it. I always say this: if I'm getting up early to play a game, I'm having a great time. So yeah,
I just can't believe now your top 10 doesn't even have Marvel's Avengers in it.
That's
for
crazy. I know,
2020.
yeah,
It's
absolutely
just
crazy.
crazy. Wow, man, you're supposed to be the Avengers guy.
not anymore. Fuck the game.
Now you're the Bugsnax guy.
And the books. No, but no. In all seriousness, though, like it was just such a pleasant experience. I was genuinely just like happy, and it was something. It became a thing, almost like the Zelda thing. Like if you think it would work, if you think you could do it, it would work. Do you know what I mean? If that makes sense.
Yeah, I like stuff like that. Yeah, yeah. Well, they want you to kind of try different things.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
try this, and yeah, like, I mean, don't get me
That's
wrong.
what makes Breath of the Wild special. It's like,
yeah,
oh,
like don't get me wrong.
would this happen? Yeah.
I'm very lazy. I wouldn't say lazy. Like I've always said, like I don't like being frustrated because I don't like wasting my time because I have very limited and valuable time. Of like I just want to If it's a puzzle, I just want to do it. Like I will spend 5 minutes on it, and I was like, I can't figure this out. Fuck this shit. I'll just Google it, and I'm fine with that. It doesn't take away from my experience.
Interesting. You're looking forward to Escape Academy then.
I'm more excited about playing it with Natalie to piss her off because I'm so stupid. She is going to.
I can tell you right away. You're gonna be.
She's gonna be like,
to look it
"What
up
are
if
you
that's
doing?
your mindset.
You fucking idiot!" And I'm like, "Oh." So yeah, and then I played that, platinumed it, had a great, I almost like trying to find that next fix, and I just can't seem to find it. Like, I mean, the games I've put on, fuck it up. I put on UFC. Turns out I'm really good at UFC, so I don't see the point in playing it. I'm just like knocking people out within a minute on the hardest difficulty. So I'm just like, I'm done. I don't need to play this game anymore.
On the hardest difficulty.
Yeah, hardest difficulty. And
That's
at one point, I said to Natalie, I need you to tie one hand behind my back, and I'm gonna play one-handed.
How to play one-handed.
And I was just smashing folk. Like,
I mean, why not both hands? If you're so good,
Use your feet.
No, don't even
Just look at
set
the
the controller
controller.
down. Yeah.
all I'm saying is, Connor, is that I will fuck you up.
Now, people, just so you know, I invited Sims to a game at a reasonable time for him while he was playing the game. All right, just note that. And then all of a sudden, I gotta go take care of my kids. Sorry, gotta do my daughter's hair. You know, I'm in the middle of playing the game. I see you playing the game for the last 30 minutes, but all of a sudden, when I invite you, nope, I'm busy. And then what does he tell me? Oh, I'll wake up early tomorrow, and then I'll invite you to a game. That was 3 days ago. Still waiting on that invite, people. Haven't gotten it. I re-downloaded the PS4 version specifically for him.
I need what happened is I need Natalie to get up with me to tie my hand behind my back. I can't rely on my 6-year-old to do that. Yeah.
You wouldn't want two hands to fight me. No,
I don't need to.
No. You know, yeah. How about you go platinum this game?
Go
do that if you're so good. You know, let me know how that goes. I do have the platinum.
He does have the platinum. Do you remember him telling? I will never forget the story of him telling us how he fought in this game.
Mode.
Yes,
because he rattled off everyone's ID.
There was like 5 guys. Yeah, 6 actually.
If we are going to fight, it will have to. Yeah. We have to record it. We're not doing it for free.
Please.
There's no way
I would love to record it. Go ahead. Just it won't last more than 2 minutes.
I even sent you a fucking highlight reel package to scare you, and you must have been terrified. Did you see that guy go for a spinning elbow? And
you knocking guys out on easy mode in the early stages of the campaign? Yeah, I was shaking in my boots.
Hard mode, one-handed. That was one-handed, Connor.
That was one-handed. Oh, okay. I'm gonna need Natalie to record you playing with one hand to, believe this.
All right. Okay, I can do that.
Okay, great. And then I need her to also pan to the screen of, because just so I know that it's the same gameplay image. Because how do I know you're not just sending me random gameplay you found online?
No, man. Listen, I wouldn't. Did you see that guy spin round and he just spin down at the wrong time? And I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to hit someone at the back of the head because I fucked that guy up. Like he crumpled.
Yeah, you're not, but
you're
dead.
Whatever.
Dead. But no. So I just can't. I'm in this funk that quick. So I put on Tony Hawk's. Turns out, still got it.
Now he's really good at this too.
I was doing the ollies.
Crazy.
I was doing the manuals. I
was doing ollies. You were pressing the X button. Okay, great.
I was It's amazing. In all seriousness, it's amazing that how you can remember things from. I was probably 12, 11 when I last played these games. So I was like manualing. I knew how to do the lip. When you go up the ramp and you do that. You know what I mean?
You just hold triangle, yeah.
Yeah, but I knew.
I'm sorry. I'm happy you played Tony Hawk. That's great.
Well, no, I played a bit. Again, just in that mindset, like, this ain't it. Then I tried the pedestrian, and I was just like, these puzzles. I feel like I did like 4 puzzles.
I like the pedestrian,
and I was like, I've already done the game. Like I was like, oh, move the tiles around, get the key. I was like, oh,
and you consider that the whole game?
Just I wasn't feeling it.
They build upon each other, right? It's like puzzles.
Yeah, but like how you have been for the past couple of weeks until you find Yakuza. That's how I am right now. like nothing.
Sure.
Nothing is
Yeah.
like.
No, I know that feeling. You download a bunch of random shit, nothing's working.
That's
and It's
it.
just like, okay, I can't
No,
do this.
I
Can't
got
do this.
so
Can't do this.
I've been sat there for literally 4 days until I found this TV show, and I'd just be sitting there just flicking left and right, right. Nothing. Look, Far Cry, no. Valhalla, no.
It's so crazy with the amount of games we
Pedestrian.
have access to nowadays, too. You know what I mean? I have 3 subscription services. I have like over 300 games purchased on PlayStation, fucking 100 something on Xbox. You got Game Pass, you got Nintendo, you got PlayStation. I'm looking at all these and I'm like, I don't want to play any of these.
Don't play any of it.
Nothing is working.
Put Man-Eater on. I was like, I do not want to be this shark.
I could never get into that game.
Controlled like garbage. Like, why am I?
Yeah.
What? And then I swear it glitched. It was like, I need you to tail whip these things. I was like, I'm tail whipping these things. It was like, I'm not registering it. I was like, well, I don't know what to say to you. Press the PlayStation button, turn the game off, time to delete, see you in a bit. Ta-ra!
Sometimes I just get in that mood and then it's just like nothing's going to work until the
Nothing's
next
gonna
new
work.
game comes out. You know what I mean? And that's just
in my head,
it happens.
The only thing I'm looking forward to is As Dusk Falls. That's the only thing I'm looking forward to. And that, like, I know like one of you are going to play Sherry, so I feel like it's on me to play As Dusk Falls, and I'm kind of excited for it.
I kind of want to play As Dusk Falls as well.
I want to play both these games. I guess I'm kind of waiting for reviews on As Dusk Falls. Like if I
don't think I'm going to watch any reviews.
But it looks very good.
I kind of just want to go into it completely blind because I feel like I saw, as daft as and as childish as this sounds, I feel like I saw it first because I was watching that. What was the video? Daniel, you know stuff.
Inside Xbox?
No, before that. On one of the
ID at Xbox?
No, not an Xbox thing, fanboy. The Canadian thing.
What do you want from me?
The video.
The what?
The one that had it had
maple syrup.
The tribute games.
It had the Requiem on it as well. Tribeca games, there you go. The Tribeca. So I was watching that, and then this game popped up, and I thought nothing of it because I thought, I watched it. And I was like, this looks decent, and everyone was talking about it. I was like, this looks dead good. I'm looking forward to this. And then I think it came on the Xbox showcase as well, didn't it?
No, that was in the previous Xbox showcase. That was not the first time we saw it.
And I was just like,
the last year's Xbox, the 2021, the one that we really liked. This game was there.
Was it?
Yeah.
But no, I was like saying, I'm all in on this game. Like, I can't wait. I fuck straight. Fuck the cat. Everyone's excited about the cat. I'm excited about it.
You shouldn't do that. That's called bestiality.
Yeah, I not do that.
I don't fuck cats.
No, I'm getting swatted now, aren't I?
I'm excited for both these games, though.
Yeah, me too.
I think we've been having a really good indie summer. I know I mentioned it to Daniel, but it's like Summer of Arcade from back in the day with the Xbox. Because we got Neon White and TMNT earlier, and now we're getting Stray in this. Just got that Escape Academy game. Really looking forward to Roller Dome and August.
Yeah.
That Call to Lamb game looks pretty interesting too. So
it's a weird looking game, but
yeah, definitely. It has a cool art style, but we're getting a lot of good indies this summer. I'm liking that the indies are filling out the summer.
I mean, this whole year, pretty much.
Yeah.
But no, like you said, I think you've just hit the nail on the head. Once you're in that mindset, like nothing works. Nothing. I would start. I was like all day, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I might just go and finish Far Cry. I just want to go shoot some stuff mindlessly, and I get home and I'm like, I don't want to do that. It's just, I don't know. Have you ever, Daniel? You've never seemed to had that. You've never seemed to have this conversation of like, I just don't know what to play. You seem to always know what's next.
Because I always have something lined up to play. I just
make
sure
that
I always
sticking with stuff, like whereas like I feel like a lot of people are just like, if this isn't working for me within like the first hour, I'll delete it. I think Daniel, you're very good at I know you're that way, but I just feel like you're very good at like, I somewhat like this game, let me play it for more hours, and then you're really into it all of a sudden. I feel like you're very good at that, and I don't know, I just don't have that mindset a lot of the times.
I'm definitely not afraid to drop a game, even if I pay for it. Like I will, if I don't like a game, like that's it, I will drop it. But like I always have something lined. Like I have 3 Nintendo games that I'm just not playing right now. I think 3 on Switch, and I still have Link Between Worlds and 3DS that are just sitting there waiting to play. I have games downloaded on my Xbox. I would like to maybe play Bloodborne. More of a reinterest in it to try it again. I'm playing Persona 5 still. Like there's always games. I have games downloaded on my Xbox that like could play. Like I have the GTA trilogy that I didn't really play. I have Hollow Knight that from Game Pass. There's always stuff to play.
Bench will play
There's
Hollow
always
Knight.
something.
I think it's
to
just
play.
sometimes I'll be like, I'm really looking forward to the new thing that's coming out in
That's
like
it.
a couple weeks,
Of
you know.
course.
And it's like
Yeah.
I want to play the new thing, and then I try to turn on other things, and it's just like, okay, but this isn't that, you know. This isn't what I want. Like I want to play Stray right now. I don't want to play all these other things, but I still gotta wait for Stray to come out. So
Yeah.
I almost started like Life is Strange or Road 96, but I was like, Road 96 is a bit like As Dusk Falls. So I was like, I don't want to be playing that, and then because that might take away from that, or I might not like this because it's not that. So it was such a weird mindset. Like I was just winding Natalie up. Like I turned my PlayStation off, put my Xbox on, goes down Games Pass. I was like, I want none of this. None of it.
none of it.
But yeah, that's it. That's
So-
me. I'm watching The Bear. Everybody watch The Bear. Thank you, Nick
Alright.
Scarpino. Not
I used to
Nick
fight bears.
Scarpino for telling
In the woods,
great.
I would go in the woods with my bare fist, butt naked, fight bears.
Well, I can play UFC hard mode 100.
No, you can't. It's a lie.
I'm
Stop
a
lying to
lie.
people.
I'm a lie.
Daniel-
Why would I lie?
What have you been playing?
I just have not had a ton of time. I'm still playing Persona.
see
You
that
get any
come
further?
on.
You beat that dungeon you were on?
I think I had just started. I beat Futaba's, and then I just started the new one. I have not beaten that new one. I think I've had less time to play games this week than I did last week. So, yeah, I've not beaten this new one. I'm not really sure how far I am in the new one. I've gotten a new character with me. A new it is Haru, which I think I only have technically one more character, even though I've met him before. He's in like the cover. I think it's Akechi. He's like the detective kid. I think he joins your team as well, but he's
on
not.
the cover,
He's
you would assume, right?
yeah. So I found Haru, which is the last girl on the cover. So she's on the squad, and I'm in her kind of palace right now. So yeah, this game's still just great. I wish I had more to say. I wish I played more. I've just been really busy.
Cool. I've been playing more Yakuza. Still enjoying it. Kind of falling out of it a little bit. I'm still into. I'm sorry. I know it's good. I mean, I'm hoping it'll catch me back at some point. It does the cliche like anime thing where like the main story dies down and you're kind of into a bunch of side stories and stuff like that. You can tell it's written by Japanese people because I feel like all their stories are just like that. You know what I mean? But I'm still enjoying it. I'm still gonna stick with it. You know, like I said last week, I'm hopefully just play through it over the summer real slowly because just got a bunch of indie games and those will take me a lot of short amount of time. So, you know, hopefully the main story will bring me back and get me like super into it again at some point. You've
Gotta
yet,
continue.
so,
You
yeah.
gotta continue. The
yeah,
ending
I'll
of
keep
this,
going.
the second half of the game is where it's at. That
Yeah.
first, if you like the intro in the beginning at all,
Yeah,
it's
loved
all of that at the end, and better and crazier,
Cool.
and wild. Like,
And
if
that's
you
the type of
just
stuff I
wanna-
want, right? Like that's what I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to is continuing that story between Ichiman and then his former boss. I forget his name, but
I know that you don't play games this way. I would recommend to maybe not do a lot of the sub stories right now. Maybe
Okay.
kind of get through the story, try to
Yeah.
get those story beats, and maybe.
I just like
'cause there
living
are-
in worlds, you know. And
I
but
mean,
you're
this is a
right,
great world to live in.
Yeah,
I mean, there's
no,
a
it
lot
really
to
is,
do.
yeah.
But
And I know this is a longer game anyway, so I was kind of expecting this at some point. So
Yeah,
But no,
I would say
you
try
know,
to hit
not a
those
big
story
deal.
beats.
I'm gonna stick
And
with it. I mean, it's
see if
gonna
the story-
consistently stay on my Xbox. So you know, luckily that Game Pass it'll stay there for a long time. so.
I think this game has wow, I forget the name of the thing it does where you can like close it. You don't have to close out the whole game. What is the name of that? I can't. It's blanking me for some reason.
Close it, but not close out the whole game. You mean
Yeah,
like just what Xbox does with like their
yeah. What's that called?
oh the oh god, now
We
I
can
can't
like
remember.
switch. Good.
Yeah, a quick resume, right?
Quick resume.
Yeah.
Yeah. It has quick resume, so you
Yeah.
could just leave it up and pop it in whenever you want.
Yeah, no, I do. I mean, I turn my Xbox fully off, so I think that closes it. But
Oh,
yeah.
you don't
How
have
do
the
you
always
turn
on
it
feature.
fully off?
no, I don't. I read that like uses some of your energy, so I was like, all right, let's save some money
mean,
on
a little bit,
electricity
yeah.
here. Yeah, it's probably not much, but whatever.
I have that on my PlayStation on rest mode and my Xbox on.
Oh, do you
always
really?
on.
See, I turned
Oh,
it
yeah.
off
Fucking
fully
Mr.
off,
Moneybags
No, I
over
wanna-
here just throwing
I'll
money
update it.
away. He's not bothered, bro.
I just want my consoles to update when I don't manually do it. That's it.
But no, then I've been playing that guy in our chat. Who's the guy in our chat? I don't know his name. the one that's always talking now in our Discord chat. Someone with an M is his name on Discord.
Oh, Andrew.
Andrew, sorry about your actual name, Andrew. We've never been formally introduced, but he got me. He was talking about how he had the Birth by Sleep Platinum for Kingdom Hearts, and then he had another one as well. But then that got me interested in going back and getting that Kingdom Hearts 2 Platinum finally, which I check in with about once a year. So I'm going back.
I can back up this as well, because as soon as it was mentioned, Connor was on Kingdom Hearts.
I was on Kingdom Hearts
as soon as it was mentioned as well. And I can see, I can see his downloads as well. So he'd re-downloaded it at some point or something.
No, I have Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, because it was like all of a sudden just came straight to the top. I was like, this man's into it. Oh, I was like, oh no.
Oh yeah, I was into it as soon as you mentioned that. Well, like what happens is like, so this re-release of these games it came out 2017, right? So I played through Kingdom Hearts 1, right? I beat that, and then it got like 100% in that, but you got to beat it on critical to get the platinum. But I was good on Kingdom Hearts at that point. So then the next year I went and got the critical, got the platinum on Kingdom Hearts 1. Year after that, Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out. So I beat that. The same thing there. You had to like do some extra shit to get the platinum. So then the next year I went back, got the platinum. Then I went on Kingdom Hearts 2, and now we're here where it's just like, okay, I beat Kingdom Hearts 2, beat it on critical. Now I'm trying to 100% that same save file from like a couple years ago. And it's funny because like I set myself up. I can like tell like, oh, I did this so I could succeed later. It's like I have all the items I need. I have all the levels capped and stuff like that for like the summons and your different keyblades and stuff like that. So like I set myself up for success years ago. And I'm like, oh, thank you, Connor. You know what you're doing. And so yeah, now I'm going through trying to get the platinum on Kingdom Hearts 2. A lot of random shit you got to do, man. They add so much in this final mix version. A bunch of little mini games, and then you got to do all the stuff with the gummy ships, and then there's so many extra bosses in Kingdom Hearts 2 final mix. There's like, I think 14 extra bosses now, and you got to beat all of them. So it's a lot. It's a whole process. I had to like get a whole plan together, but I got a plan now moving forward with that. We'll see. Hopefully I do it this year.
Go for it. Put Sanctuary on repeat and just go.
Just go for it. That's it. The boss fights are really hard too. Like these are the really hard ones, so it's not easy. But yeah, been enjoying that. Then I've been playing more UFC too, just because Sims is challenging me, and I had to get ready. I would have preferred if you download the Xbox version, if I'm being honest.
Why?
But I don't, because I deleted it off my PS4, and I've just been playing the Xbox version whenever I play.
Oh,
UFC,
have you? So, you just go back to that.
It's on Game Pass.
Yeah, it's on Game Pass, and I don't know. At some point, I downloaded it over there, and that just became the place where I play UFC. But yeah, looking forward to Stray. That's all I've been playing though. We'll now move on to the game. Daniel, before you start the game, what is it? Just 20 questions? Because if it's 20 questions, I want to do one for you. Good.
I was gonna do 20 questions. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I want to do one for you.
You gonna steal it from me?
I'm gonna steal it from you. Yeah. I guess this is a hint, but I was reminded of this game forever ago, and I was like, that'd be a really good 20 questions one. So I want to do that. So go ahead whenever you're ready.
Whoa, what a twist. What a twist. Daniel gets to play. Sims, you want to go first?
No, because I'll annoy you on my first question. You go first.
Okay. Was this game released after 2010?
I hate when people ask about years, I just can't stand it.
I'm not going to only do years.
It was not released after 2010.
Okay. It's fun. I get to be it. Oh.
Was this game released before the year 2005?
It was not before the year 2005.
Okay. That's all we need year. I don't need all these years, Sims. We're good. We're good without the year.
Now I've run out of questions. Enjoy the game.
Can you...
How excited.
Is this a Japanese developed game?
I actually don't
know. You better pull it up. Yeah, you better pull that up. I got questions.
It is not.
Okay.
You guys can't see it on my TV, can you?
No, it's reflecting the other way. Okay. No.
Just see a collection of dildos.
Okay. Is this game played in the third person perspective?
It is.
Okay. You got a question, Sims? Or you want me to keep going?
I'm enjoying this. I can watch.
You're helping me. You need to be helping me.
I'm a
third person game. Okay.
It's funny because I
Um,
feel like Sims would know this game for some reason. Like I guarantee you're gonna hear this game and
It
Sims is
might.
gonna be like, "Oh, I played the shit out of that."
Would you consider this like an action game?
Yeah.
Oh, it's an action game. Okay. Not
Is that
Japanese
5 or is
developed.
that 4? I wasn't counting.
You should be keeping track here.
Okay, I'm sorry. We'll go with 4.
2010, 2005, Japanese
Yeah, 4.
action game.
Okay, I'll keep track now. 4.
Okay. Um, was this game highly reviewed critically? Is it a high critical review?
You tell me, and I'll Google it.
Try to get him.
Hey,
Oh, now these jokes, they're funny. He makes the same joke every week, but now they're fucking hilarious.
If you have the Wikipedia, sometimes if you scroll down, they'll have some.
I'll pull up the Metacritic. What do you consider highly reviewed?
Highly reviewed, I would consider an 85 or higher.
Okay, that's what I did too. It is not an 85 or higher.
Okay, so he says it's an action game. Do you play as a human? Are you a human?
You are human, yes.
Okay, so we are human. We're not some sort of alien or whatever. Not Japanese. Japanese make a lot of action games, though. You got a question, Sims?
I'm trying to think. Is no, I don't. Is this game?
Is this?
Go on, Daniel.
Go for it.
No,
Is this a third party game?
Yes.
Okay. So it's not an exclusive. I was thinking some sort of exclusive action game.
Are you on planet Earth in this game?
I think so. I'm gonna say yes.
You think so?
I think so.
Sims, does he know that Gears is not on Earth?
I do know that Gears is not on Earth.
Okay.
You think I'm gonna pick Gears of War?
Okay. I don't know. I have no idea.
Are you?
Okay.
If
sure?
it's
it's
not
on
on Earth,
Earth.
it would be something like that, though, where it's like okay,
Sarah,
you just did it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so it's not an exclusive. It's third party, not Japanese. It's an action game. It's not highly critically reviewed. That doesn't mean it's necessarily a bad review, but it's not highly. Sims, do you think that this could be do you think that there's a license to this game, Sims? Do you think that's a worthy question? Maybe probably not.
Is this a what would the question be? Licensed IP?
No, yeah, but I don't know if it is.
Yeah, ask the question.
I mean, this is the era because I was thinking this is the era of there's a ton of them at this point still.
Well, he said I would play it, and I love a good shit game.
Yeah, I don't know if we could burn a question, but I don't know.
I mean,
should we get developer maybe? If it's a third party developer.
Yeah. So what are we saying?
It's not Japanese. We know that. So it's. I mean, there's a lot of European studios. It's an action game. I mean, we don't really know what we're doing. It's third person.
Are you shooting things?
You are shooting things. Yes, that is 10.
So there's guns in it.
Okay. So it has guns.
You've not got no big old. It's not Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not Japanese.
So you're shooting things, not Japanese, which makes sense. Do you have a question, Sims?
I mean, I want to know if it's like a licensed IP. I do because it could be like.
I didn't want to put that in your head, but that's what I was thinking.
That
like,
007 game.
Licensed. Okay.
What was
you can ask it.
Was it tomorrow? No. Is it a licensed IP?
It is not a licensed game.
Okay. It is a shooter, though. That's good to know. Who was making shooters back in early 360 era? That isn't Japanese. There's a lot of them. Is this game developed by Activision? Or published by Activision?
Yeah,
I'll
let me
say
see who
published.
published it.
Was this published by Activision?
It was not.
It was not published by Activision. Okay.
They published
not Activision.
everything in 2000.
I know. Has
this game been remade?
Ooh, no, I don't believe so.
Okay.
Or
Nope.
remastered?
No remake, no remaster.
I mean,
Yeah, this is this is an era of so many shooters. This is always going to be a tough one.
What year did
and third person?
What year did Recall came out?
Recore. I mean, that was like a that was an Xbox One game.
Was it?
Yeah. I wonder what else we're doing. So you're shooting stuff. See, we talked about Vanquish early on. That's kind of what's going in my head, but that's Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
But Gear, I mean, it's not Gears. Is this a Rockstar game?
It is not a Rockstar game.
Okay, Rockstar was still doing a lot back then. It's third party though. That's what's also holding me up.
Ubisoft?
It also,
Ubisoft game?
yeah. I mean, I guess this could be a Ghost. Is this published by Ubisoft?
It is not.
I hate this fucking game.
Okay. So not Ubisoft, not Activision. Is this EA published?
It is not. That's 15.
Interesting. So not EA.
I wouldn't go too heavy in the publisher.
Probably
Okay.
dead on arrival, isn't it?
It could be a one-off. So a third-person shooter, early 360 era. We have a 5-year gap there.
Almost like a specific gear could help you out more, you know.
No, I don't care. The specific gear doesn't really do much for me.
I mean, what console was this on? I mean, that helps, doesn't it?
I mean, it's a third person or third party game. We know that for sure. So it doesn't necessarily matter.
But what gen? It could be PS1, could be Atari.
No, it's 2005 to 2010.
Throw y'all a bone. It's a 360 PS3 game. Probably on PC.
Yeah, I knew that. I knew that.
Oh, I thought it was
you had the
before.
pieces to put
I thought it was
together,
before.
so.
Sorry.
No, you said has it released before? So
Oh,
he said
right,
it
yeah.
didn't.
Sorry, I was.
No, it's 2005 to 2010.
Oh, remember that game that block game that I showed you the other day?
Block game.
The little platform that bloop, 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 that one, yeah. Remember when I showed you that quick?
No.
Akron.
Bloop, bloop.
Yeah, like that Collins game that came out. A block breaker game. And I was like,
it's a third-person action game.
No, I'm being twat now. But no, the block breaker game that I was on about, that was on the SNES. There's like a new one coming out.
Arkanoid?
That one, boom! It's like a battle royale as well or something.
Huh.
And
Weird.
there's a season pass. There isn't.
Okay, so third-person shooter with not EA, not Activision, not so many, not Japanese.
I mean, is it did Ninja
Not
Theory?
Ubisoft.
Is it the Ninja Theory one? Is it the one I keep talking about?
Are you talking about Bleeding Edge? That was an Xbox One game.
Enslave.
No, you don't shoot an enslaved. He has a staff.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to think of who would even have published that.
Ninja Theory. Right?
Did they self-publish? I don't think they self-published that game. You're a human. You're on Earth. So you're a human and on Earth.
You might not be on Earth. You're on an Earth like, okay.
Is it an indie game?
No, it's not an indie game.
I mean, it's not published by a big company, which I find very interesting.
How many questions we got left now? 3.
You got 4 questions left.
4 questions and then a guess. Okay. This is an interesting game.
I
Here.
mean, it's not like the publisher is small, but like I wouldn't know this publisher if you just told me that. If that helps you.
What would help right now? I'm trying to think of what would help. We don't know a ton about what we're doing in the game. We just know we're shooting in third person. It's not a licensed game either. Is there platforming in the game?
No.
Would you consider it also a platformer? No.
No, I would not.
It's a shooting game, though. So for me
But
to
it's a shooting game.
Is this game open world?
No.
Linear.
2 questions
Okay.
left.
Linear shooter. I was gonna see. I was gonna ask if I even know the game, but I don't know if that's a worthwhile question.
I've never talked about this game with either of you, so maybe. I mean, we do talk about a lot of games. Maybe we have talked about it before. I don't know.
So it's not a high reviewed game, though.
I'll throw you another big bone. It's
don't
you're
have to.
shooting, but there's another aspect to the combat which is more memorable than the shooting.
That was a weird thing you just said.
Did
Yeah,
Epic?
sure.
Is it?
Might confuse you even more now.
Of course,
is
if you have a question.
Is it Epic publish a game?
Epic
Epic
published
did not publish the game.
Is it Epic published Bulletstorm, right? It's third person,
yes, they
Forget
did. Yeah,
forget it.
you're right. They did. It was People Can Fly did that, but that was first person. So we only have one question left.
Yeah, sorry, guys.
One question.
Okay. Is this a hack and slash game? Like a Devil May, like you're slashing with a sword and stuff?
No, I mean you can hit shit, but no, would not call it a hack and slash. Cover based third person shooter where something else is happening as well. There's another aspect on top of that with the combat.
We got no more questions left, have we?
No, we got to guess now.
I don't know.
I thought y'all would have got this.
Something else is happening. I don't know.
It's not open world, so it's linear. I mean, there's a lot of shooters back then. I mean,
There's a lot of
I'm
shooters back then.
I'm thinking of like, Spec Ops or something, but that was later than 2010.
You're on the right line with Gears of War. It is structured like Gears of War, somewhat like that.
I'm thinking a linear shooter.
Yeah.
With other stuff.
You're on the right line with a linear shooter.
I think the lack of the publisher really hurt me. I'm trying to even think of a guess.
What if I played it? This is that time where
it just seems like that type of game where Sims would be like, "Oh, I love that game."
I have a guess, but I don't know if it's.
Have a guess. It's fine.
Is this Alpha Protocol?
Is not Alpha Protocol. The game was published by D3 Publisher. I don't know what else they've made some shit recently. It is Dark Sector from 2008. Dark Sector. Yeah. You remember that with the
Dark
blade
Sector.
and you throw the fucking blade? This game was fun.
I think
Sims,
I played
you
the
didn't
demo.
play this game? Oh, you played the demo?
The demo, I think, yeah.
Actually, I have fond memories of this game. It was a fun game at the time.
This was around what was the other game?
It had like the God of War axe before God of War with that.
Was it Too Human? I kind of put that in the same
yeah.
box.
Too Human was more of an RPG, I think. But yeah, it's
I remember seeing this on
Dark
like shelves, but I just.
Or Time Shift. Do you remember that game?
I do remember
around that same same era.
Nice. Dark Sector.
Good pick.
I had a fun time with that game back in the day. I forget what it reminded me. I saw it on like some YouTube video the other day, and I was like, Dark Sector, that's a fun one. Surprised this game never got a remaster or re-release at some point.
I don't know it sold that well.
I don't think it did, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, That was the Nerd Gods Podcast, episode 127. Thank you all so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe to us over at youtube.com/nerdicgods. You can also find us on audio platforms. Guys, anything else you want to say?
Go eat some glizzies, you know?
Get some glizzies. Sims?
Lizzie.
Glizzy. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.